Is an investigator with the Ministry of Natural Resources, conducting an investigation into the illegal sale, production of milk and milk products coming from this location.
You know your video cameras ready?
Yes, we do.
You know where we're coming?
No.
Okay, we're coming in right now to execute a search warrant.
Michael Schmidt does not believe in pasteurizing milk.
My name is Michael Schmidt. I'm born 9 years after the war in Germany, discovered all the atrocities which happened during the Second World War, discovered that most of it was attributed through complacency, and we have actually a moral obligation to fight things when they get out of control.
Oh, come.
If the wind doesn't come now, the wind comes from that direction, so they don't hear me. They eat their hay. They get old hay here, which we need to use up, so that's what we do. We just feed them here till probably Christmas, and then they come home.
He's very determined to complete whatever he sets his mind to completing.
The pharma industry, the food industry, they all have taken basically control of the government and control of policy making. And that is a very, very dangerous mix, because now it's not an issue of safety and not an issue of governing the food industry. Now it's a matter of simply controlling the people. And that is what I'm rebelling against.
The impression of Michael is this big, strong guy, but he does it with a sensitivity to a relationship with the nature.
Well, that is Vera here, as you can see on the sign there. Very curious young cow. It's just like with human beings. There's the ones who are very sociable and ones who are not very sociable. I think they're more afraid of the camera than of anything else.
Canada is the only G8 country that disallows the sale of raw milk.
Health experts all talk about the dangers of raw milk. It's all done under the disguise of safety for people. There's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of money dues you have to pay to the board, which finances itself by keeping the control over the product.
We do testing all the time. You know, we do testing of our milk, we do testing of our cattle, we do testing of our, fecal samples all the time. And we've never, ever, ever had a single bad reading.
All the human beings are capable to make their own decisions.
It happened to be that people rallied around me, and I think it was not because of raw milk. It empowered them to see that as a single person you can change the world.
Health Canada ordered a police raid on his farm and brought charges against him.
I never expected that there would be 25 armed officers coming in here in camouflage and in hazmat suits to raid us for milk. For what? Just for milk? That was November 21st, 2006. We were just preparing our blue bus, the bus which we used to deliver the milk down to Toronto. And then my son noticed a police car and a truck right in front of our farm behind the hedge there. I was pretty calm. I knew that that trouble was there now. Looks like Afghanistan, in a way, on a farm.
Nobody's allowed to leave the premises, right?
They went through the office. They went through everything in our operation. Tried to collect enough evidence to convict us. They were very uptight, I have to say, very uptight. need coffee or something?
No, we're good, thank you. And
You okay?
they're very nice to offer.
I have some milk for you in case you need it.
No, thank you. That's
Good.
That's totally fine.
Michael went on a hunger strike in protest.
If you decide tomorrow you don't want to eat, you don't eat. It's no government forces you to eat.
I just thought, okay, well, he's going to lose some weight. That's not bad.
I never worried much about it, until probably when it got into the 35 days or so. Then you can see that it's starting to really take a toll on him.
Michael's ex-wife called me. She was all worried. She said, "Oh, I'm glad I'm not in your shoes." Fasting is one thing, but fasting and then running around chopping wood and going there and doing that and having meetings. I don't mind you're not eating, but maybe you could slow down a little bit.
What I want is, after 17 years, I want to sit down with the one who's responsible for government here in Canada to discuss with him the issue, how we can actually initiate change.
5 weeks later, Michael met with the Premier of Ontario, Dalton McGuinty.
For me, it's not dying for raw milk. For me, it's the willingness to die for a dialogue.
After the meeting, Michael started eating again, but the rules against raw milk remained in place.
And people say, well, you should follow the law. Then I say, well, that's what happened in Germany. They simply followed the law. There's no way that we would stop providing our people with their milk. And that is a mandate which I have, and that is also a principle I follow, that basically the only way how they could stop me is that I'm either dead or that I'm in jail.